Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where today we are headed in the direction of this Fishmen ritual site. No envoy dares to pass through here because it's so holy for the Fishmen. You know, the Fishmen? Those guys that we're all familiar with who are definitely real. So, as you can see in the rewards panel there, doing a mission next to this thing is going to award us some of that resource, which I don't remember what it's called already, but it's necessary for things. Things that are coming up, things that we can nearly buy, and we don't have any of it. So it feels to me like that's probably the way to go. We can do a Royal Woodlands right next to it, or a Coral Forest, and as much as I do like the Coral Forest, I kind of want to hedge in the direction of this point of interest over here. So let's hit that. Okay, start with a bunch of beavers and food and amber and stuff, plus 2 more people, or fewer people overall and less food overall and pipes. This seems terrible. Why would anyone do that? All right, so we're taking this caravan. I'm remembering to name my settlement this time. This, of course, is the lost city of Fishtropolis, and we get to take 4 points worth of stuff with us. We're starting with a fair amount of food already, right? So base goods, 30 eggs, plus another 20 eggs, plus 20 insects. That should be enough for us to find some footing. So I'm going to bias in favor of clay and stone, which we can't always find quickly. Obviously, starting with a bunch of extra wood would also be cool, but we'll make it work. It's not like we've ever had a paucity of trees, right? And I guess we can turn the difficulty up because maybe there's no corruption or anything. Advanced players who want to face additional challenges. Maybe that's not me yet. You know what? Let's just stay on Pioneer. Maybe this is cowardice, but let's just stay on Pioneer for one more. I'm getting it. I'm working it out. I should have probably turned it up. Whatever. You wouldn't want to risk losing Fishtropolis, would you? Okay, so we got that thing. Orders are disabled. Seems like kind of a big deal, right? As far as reputation goes. Trees give more wood here, which is fantastic. 1 free cornerstone reroll for every reputation point gained during drizzle. And the sun festivities. Villagers with this effect have a 20% chance of doubling their yields. To gain it, fulfill the following need: complex food X1. Okay, so if I get anybody one of their complex food needs, they gain that buff. That's pretty cool. Ooh, wow. Discovering a glade during the storm will crash your global resolve. Starting from hostility 1. Yeah. This stuff gets really rough. Housing and services ×1, services ×1. And there's no preventing this. Okay. Is what it is. So we started with 10 beavers and 5 harpies. Interesting. Do we want to... Hold on. Before I do anything else... We got some small flax fields. This is fertile ground, right? Yeah. So I might want to take the herb garden. Let's start with the herb garden. Oh, another thing I want to do is check out what kind of needs do you have. So jerky, biscuits, pie, clothing, education, and treatment. Interesting. Well, none of this stuff is particularly good for any of that. Packs of trade goods at least sell well. You know, a lot of stuff seems to ask for training gear. Any of the combat type things. The ability to produce barrels is also useful. Yeah, you know what? Let's take the distillery because I want the barrels. Anything that needs to be contained can be contained. with, unfortunately, wood and metal, which is kind of annoying. So this would give us access to a smelter and also training gear and also biscuits. That's pretty good. Okay. So let's get some basics going here. Reasonable glades around. Oh yeah, I like this corner a lot. Alright, let us start with Woodcutter's Camp down here. We're going to get an herb garden going. Just make all of this farm field. That'll be good. And roots and flax fields. So do we need the flax field right away? Probably not, right? Alright, they're offering us more stuff here. What do we want to know more about? You start each settlement with the hostility of the forest at 0. Okay, this is all new. This is all old information. And right, we can sacrifice fuel. It consumes resources at a very high rate, as we learned last time. I was really expecting that to be a little bit more gradual. Yeah, and then obviously we're going to need to do some other stuff here once these are set up. Probably get that other woodcutter's camp going too, I guess. And check out our harpies. Weird, adorable little creatures. Okay. So first of all, let's just mark some of this stuff. You know what? Yeah. There's a lot to chop down here. We have just enough beavers to completely run 2 woodcutters camps. I always look at the resolve number and think it's the number of those people. We have 7 and 2, not 10 and 5. This feels like harpy work. Well, you know what? I'm going to make this place for the beavers to go, and we're going to have only 1 harpy on this, because otherwise we can't build stuff. Oh, also, a cornerstone. Good idea. Newcomers bring 40% more goods with them for every hearth level gained. That's interesting. Meat production increases. Just grain. Just always grain forever. So obviously generous gifts, this is the kind of thing you would want to take now if you're going to take it. But I kind of like just an infinite source of grain. I'm sure we can make good use of that. It's not a huge amount of it, but it's something. Okay, so that should mean we are definitely not going to run out of wood. Yeah, no orders is tough. So we have the ability to... Did I take the ability to bump up to neighborhoods? I don't remember. We're gonna need 3 shelters. Put this down so that I'm not completely blocking access to the route in front of the warehouse there. Alright, and just hack away. This is the tricky part, right? When we have very few bodies to work with. Can't really diversify at all. Seems quite easy to push harpies up to the reputation generation threshold, at least initially. So that's something. And we're going to have to make sure we send back every single cache that we find in the glades. Speaking of which, got to make sure we are popping glades as quickly as possible. All right. So we're going to need a crude workstation probably fairly early on. Don't actually have the people to operate it right now. Oh, the herb garden requires planks. I didn't even realize. Dewberry root deposits and a rain punk drill. One of the brass order's curious little inventions. This appears to be broken. If we fix it, spawns 2 to 3 copper ore veins nearby, or you just disassemble it for some copper and oil. This seems useful. This will get dealt with eventually. Mushrooms and sea marrow. Interesting. With rock in it. Okay. That's cool and definitely worth getting a hold of. For now, though, I'm just like I'm stockpiling wood like crazy over everything else. God, we very, very desperately need more bodies. We're probably going to need some tool production as well because of the fact that we have to send back every resource cache in every glade. Do we not have... I don't have any tools. Okay, never mind. Don't work on that. I am still sticking with that, but we'll just have to get some tools first. And the place that we get tools usually is orders. So we're going to have to figure out a way to deal with that. Alright, let's put one person to work for a moment here. Just focus on getting us some planks, because we're gonna need them. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time managing impatience as well. This is definitely gonna be a greater level of challenge. All right, newcomers. Yep, got to take the one that gives us more bodies. We'll build one more house. And I guess just let them run around and build stuff for a minute. So when the planks finish here, then somebody's gonna have to actually construct the herb garden. Oh, right, a cornerstone as well. Probably a good idea. Wood production is increased. Make a market shift plan. Every neighboring town offers +2 more trade routes, but no trader will arrive in your settlement until you complete at least 5. Huh. The Ancient Pact seems bad. So... I don't think we want this either. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take the decline on that. Okay, clay deposits are cool. The game does make a good point that we should probably build our trading post. Get a trading post up soon. It doesn't look like we're gonna need a ton of space over here. That gets it out of the way of the hearth. Okay, eggs and meat, that's fine. I don't think we're having any food problems right now. Stuff to consider for later, though. How are we still... How is nobody delivering planks? Okay, what do we got here? Trapper's camp. Better clay production. That's expensive. Tools. I do think we probably need to grab tools. Probably as many of them as we can. The rest of this stuff we can build. So what's valuable that I don't mind trading off? So we have 15 to work with here. I mean, let's just go ahead and put that all on the table. I'm sure we're going to have to spend it all. And then, I mean, we have some wood. We could trade off some wildfire essence. This stuff's not necessarily easy to get a hold of. We could trade off a very significant portion of our wood. It hasn't been so hard to gather it. Honestly, maybe that's the move. Oh, what am I doing? Go back to like... Yeah, 135 wood. That's fine. Let's get some people on this. Get that run off real fast. Alright, so trade routes. Pack of provisions and an ancient tablet. Y'all don't ask for much. Mushrooms and packs of provisions. You're always going to need this for the people who are doing the carrying, right? Sea marrow, flour. Okay, some interesting stuff there. For right now, we'll ignore this, but like, it's not too hard for us to run sea marrow or mushrooms, I think. Once this is clear, I might want to start gathering the sea marrow. Alright, we're seeing more extreme glades over on this side. I might want to move this to here. Oh, why did that not move? There we go. Alright, so open up this glade, and then I am thinking about just popping a dangerous glade relatively early to give us a little bit more to focus on. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I can't believe this still hasn't begun. But there it is. Okay, so we don't have anybody for the specialization bonus here, but there we go. We can grab some decent resources from this thing. Can probably... I'm gonna let her finish that, but then we're gonna deactivate this. Probably don't actually need this building running. Okay. That's just a bunch of flax. It's fine. Unexciting. Fine. So we only have 2 spare workers right now. Everybody's pretty engaged. I'm a little nervous about the amount of impatience that we're gaining already. It's a lot harder to deal with than we're used to. Alright. I kind of want to cut through there. You know what? We're going to move this down to here. Can't quite make it. But we'll start cutting in. And then, like... I'm going to try to preserve this wall for the moment. Alright, so yeah, getting access to glades and running stuff back is important. And meeting people's needs is important. So the distillery will get us wine, porridge, barrels. Jerky would be really good for us if we get some jerky going. There's some shared interest in that. And education is a thing the beavers like, right? Yeah, so if we can find some education, that would also be really good. Honestly, I'm glad that I didn't turn the difficulty up on this one, because the lack of orders is going to make this really hard already. A small encampment. So we could just welcome some new people at the cost of roots. Yeah. I think I like that. I think we need more bodies still pretty badly. Here, I brought you food. So we're going to want a mine over this stuff eventually. But first we have to get some clay so that we can make some coal. Because I don't... Do we have... We have a little bit of clay. Or not coal, sorry, bricks. 4 bricks. So yeah, we can make this work. Let us, I guess, get that done. It'll be useful eventually. And is it time to crack through into something more dangerous? I don't feel like we're super well positioned for that, and obviously we could end up in one of those situations where it's like there's a thing and we have to deal with it within X minutes and we just do not have the resources at all. That is a thing I am very worried about. But also, I do need to keep chopping wood. I mean, I could just open up a bunch of space over here. I kind of want to take a swing, though. Let's break through, see what we can do. It would be nice to get a little boost of unveiling some kind of important event and then successfully completing it. 4 minutes until you're on the way. Oh, right. New year, new friends. I suppose clay and... yeah. This seems fine. And then new cornerstone. A fiber delivery line as well. Hostility from woodcutters is decreased by 6. That's interesting. I'm going to take that. Hostility problems are real. And especially real given that we have to get our reputation up in order to get, or we have to get our resolve up in order to get reputation. There's going to be more of that here. Okay, so right now we have 5 idle bodies. That is a number that we can reduce. Honestly, for the moment, deactivate this. Low on food, are we? Alright. Do need to get some food gathering going up here.
Oh, we know. Yeah.
So, trying to think. We're gonna need bodies for that. I guess we can do this. Oh, this is a lizard thing. You know what? Let's unbind you, bind you, so we can put a second lizard on this, because it's going to be important to get it going quickly. Food is falling. And this forager's camp has no stuff to gather from. Alright, the farmers are working, but they're not really growing food. They're growing, like, support plants. That is perhaps not entirely ideal. I'm going to let that back up a little bit more. Okay, so we're producing that. Getting copper going. Everybody wants clay now. And I mean, we have to start making packs of provisions at the post. Yeah, I guess we better get this built at least so I can see what that looks like. We are quite low on food. Pigment production's very whatever. The ability to buy reputation feels significant, but I don't know how we would afford it. Yeah. I just don't have anything to sell right now. I guess I have wood. Can't get us where we're trying to go, though. That's fine. We don't need it. A little worried about the 0 showing on all of our food. Would y'all maybe take this more seriously? Alright, so the good news is packs of provisions can be made entirely out of herbs. And we've discovered some things. Berry bushes, and a Glade event. No, a couple of Glade events. There's abandoned caches. There's something else. The caravan. Okay, a small destroyed caravan found in the newly discovered glade. There are drag marks leading deeper into the forest. Cool. So we could send the ship back to the Citadel, but it requires a lot of resources we don't have, or we could loot it and get resources we mostly can build ourselves. Like, it feels like this is the way to go. Except, 8 amber is not totally trivial to just pull out of nowhere. Yeah, we would have to... Alright. Well, we have to do this, right? I have to be in position to acquire reputation where possible. So we can definitely get away with this. Okay. And then I do need to assign somebody to this and have them produce packs of provisions. It is 4 packs, which is annoying. Because it's the recipe more than once. Just barely more than once. And like, what could I might pull you over here as well. Let's try to make sure this gets done. So it seems like a lot of the things that I would think, like, we're gathering meat and stuff up here, but... and eggs. But it's not actually going into the supply. We do have berry farms as well, I suppose. Oh, these are big berry bushes though, right? Yeah, these are 2-star. And And sadly, our forager's camp, or our herbalist camp, is not large enough to actually take advantage of that. So yeah, I guess we'll do this. The number one most important thing is trying to get these done quickly so that we don't suffer from that event. Or the, you know, the penalty for not doing the event. And then we'll have some provisions left over for actual trade. Alright. So let's stick the 2U onto this. Just get it done as quickly as possible. We have 11 minutes. Yeah. We'll resolve that as quickly as we can. Okay, we're starting to have food again. This one's definitely difficult. This woodcutter's camp. Yeah, there's a deep set of glades here. It's just really awkward to put this in a place where it can give us what we need. We're only going to be able to access one glade off of it no matter what I do, it looks like, so we may as well just go ahead and set up for that. Okay, so I'll move this one at the same time. Okay. There we go. Now we're at least actually breaking into something. Our resolve is bad. There's a problem we definitely need to figure out how to fix. Alright, then we got caches that we for sure need to send back. But we don't have the tools for either of them, actually. Cool. Well, they'll probably just have to sit here then. I'm not cracking them. We need to send them back. We'll just have to get to a place where we have tools. It's hard to get more blueprints, though. I do like Rebellious Spirit. Let's see here. Every discovered forbidden glade lowers hostility gained from glades. That's okay, I suppose. I'm going to take this. Just a global resolve bonus. Feels pretty significant, especially since impatience is climbing constantly here. Alright, how are we doing with this? It is going. We are doing. What category of resource? I guess it just doesn't show up in any of these categories. But we're pulling in copper ore, which is great news. Because we do have a smelter. If we want to do anything with this, we're going to have to smelt it. But also, I'm going to have to not build the smelter in a position where it is blocking houses that we might want to build later from being close to the fire. That seems fine. Okay, newcomers. Desperately needed newcomers. We're still having a little bit of food trouble, and that makes me inclined to take this. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go this way. Can't go wrong with more beavers, is the thing. I don't seem to have the makeshift packs anymore. But neither does anybody else. Where the hell are they? It's like, this is a problem. We definitely produced 2 packs of provisions. Ugh, alright.
Yeah. Whoa.
Get more done if you have to. Just figure it out. Alright, for some reason, the science bonus makes you better at gathering berries. Okay, this is being worked on now. Which means I can put this back to sleep. And about damn time, too. So yeah, we are just like perpetually out of food. I'm gonna need... So let's see here. We have food and meat, or eggs and meat. Yeah. Let's just build around the eggs and meat. I was trying to figure out if maybe I wanted to build like a different building there, but I'm trying to put this down right there. But yeah, it was being a little cantankerous. If I was clicking inside of the Glade event sign, it was just not reading the click. All right. Oh, I do have a bunch of unhoused people, don't I? One, two, three, it looks like we need. This mine has run out of ore. Boy, that was fast. And up here we discovered another glade with no stuff to send back home. That's not very good for us. Look at this, we're about to get some reputation. Huzzah! Oh, this is going not so great. It's a little messy. All right, you're actually getting kind of close over there. All right, theoretically, these herbs should be coming back soon. These fruits, these berries. Yeah, it's just like wild how bad we are at keeping ourselves fed. What is that? Oh, tea. Okay. I mean, all this stuff gives you is amber. Amber is not directly the most relevant thing to us right now. Trader has arrived. Can we actually make use of you? +1 resolve for villagers with a home is pretty cool. Don't know if I want to buy anything. I might do that thing where we just kind of like trade off half of our wood, because we're gaining wood supplies pretty frequently. Yeah, but like, what do I need the amber for on a moment's notice, right? Oh, this is going to require some brick. Which is going to require some hams. Alright, I really need to get some more reputation incoming. So, did we get access? We did not yet get access to anything that would allow us to build tools. We're just going to wait for some more tools to be offered to us to complete these, and I think we do need to complete these. lizard. Oh, this is the job we want lizards on. This isn't, though. Lizards have no particular benefit here. So that lets us reassign that to you. Yep, and then we are just low on food. Kind of all the time. Gain 10 jerky for every 10 pie produced. That's actually really exciting. Jorg's secret ingredient is just as good. Villagers with the leisure need fulfilled have a chance of doubling their yields. So, okay. Jerky, skewers, pickled goods. Y'all like jerky. Yeah. Maybe we want to do this. We don't currently have the ability to produce pie. I am going to take that. Alright. I want to just keep pushing to new, what do you call them? Pushing to new glades, but... Okay, we would get to salvage some of our mine materials. Yeah, let's blow that up since it is no longer useful. And we can do something. We can do some stuff here. The smelter is something we're working on. So we'll be able to at least turn the copper that we got here into bars. We don't have the ability to produce any flour, right? Okay, some blight buildings. Thankfully, we just don't have to worry about that right now. Yeah, we do not have the ability to produce flour. And also, you know, making biscuits would not solve all of our problems anyway. Okay, veggies. I suppose that's something. We're still reading as like really low on food. We're having a hard time producing more food than we spend. Yeah, we just got to get more people on food production. This is very tough. This feels, it feels like it's difficult to even know how to start advancing. I guess let's take this. It has more food. And one more shelter ought to get us back in decent shape for right now. Okay, so we have a corner down here. Could fill that out a little bit. All right, once that's built, we'll be on 0 people with no homes. I should also throw a park in there. We certainly have the building resources for it, and this will let us hearth up here. Okay, yeah, we can't go past this level, but still, +2 to global resolve. That's, you know, we're getting something out of this. So, we have a little bit of a food buffer for the moment, since the new people that arrived brought with them a bunch of food. But we are very close to running out of patience to play with here, and we've earned essentially no reputation. we are getting resolve. We're getting reputation resolve going on a couple of people thanks to rebellious spirit. But obviously it's not going to be enough. We punch through to a new glade here. No, I want to see this one. There we go. 5 tools. 5 tools this we could do. Resin and a chest of ancient tablets. No, let's put some people on this thing. That'll help a little bit. That'll probably get us a blueprint reward. Which we could certainly use. Right now we have 5 people sitting idle. Like, what can we realistically have them doing that's going to be valuable? Can't set up another mine anywhere. I mean, you know, one thing we do not have running is a stonecutter's camp. Yeah, that's something we should be doing for sure. Okay, so we have a trade route that we can actually fulfill. Resin that I didn't even know we were producing, plus both of our existing packs of provisions for 3 amber. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, it's going to take a little bit of time for them to run it. But yeah, I feel okay about that. Why are you less happy than you were moments ago? What were we fulfilling? I don't know. We need to find a way to do some pie though. Be keeping a very close eye out on what blueprints were offered here when we do manage to reputation up, which is, you know, it's only so far away. So that's one spot. Yeah. These are not spectacular amounts of food. Okay, got ourselves a blueprint. We are able to do none of the things that I was hoping for. We can use farm fields to produce berries or plant fiber. It's kind of it. Well, I guess the carpenter gives us the ability to build tools. We should probably take that. I don't know how we're going to manage it. What are they made out of? I mean, metal, right? But metal and... Okay, yeah. So I want to make sure I'm not using space over here that could be houses. There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, wood and copper bars. That's doable, right? Because we can turn on the smelter. Got people working weird jobs all over the place here. So yeah, smelt some copper into bars. Use those bars to produce tools, and then we can pull some more reputation in that way. Get ourselves another couple of blueprint rolls pretty quickly, hopefully. But I'm not going to lie to you, friends. It's looking a little grim. I'm just going to make sure that we understand we are not here to do anything other than copper bars. Alright, looks like the food income rate has stabilized. We're in a good spot there. You need to get moved back here. Oh, that's a forbidden glade. That's even harder. We probably don't want to push that one. you know, I think I feel comfortable pushing this one. I'm going to move this down here a little bit so that we can also signal for these trees to get cut. There we go. It's taken a minute, but we're finally once we're producing tools, we are on a method for reliable production of, what do you call it? Production of reputation. For every 10 completed trade routes, all houses have room for one more person. It's a cool idea. Lost supplies. Gain 40 meat and 40 grain for each completed dangerous or forbidden glade event, except cloned events spawned by fishermen, caves, and blood flowers. And it doesn't say that it's retroactive. Well, it says completed. We would probably get paid for this right away. Newcomers arrive 15% quicker, bring 10% more goods for every level of standing you have with other settlements on trade resources. So, levels of standing. Okay. There's a thing here, so we will get better or more rewardful trade offers from them, I guess, as we continue to level that up. That's kind of cool. This is not too hard to do. We should really build some more. Not you. Sure. Let's build some more packs of provisions. And I think I am going to just take lost supplies for right now. Nope, it did not give us 40 extra meat, so it'll be events that we complete from now on. I mean, it didn't say it was retroactive, right? Alright, Farloff, what do you got? Well, Farloff has some okay stuff. Woodcutters, cut wood faster. I don't know that we really need that kind of stuff. I'm probably going to save the amber we have. Yeah, I don't know that I see any trades here that are terribly important to make. We're already doing that. Yeah, I guess this'll... That's fine. We can certainly benefit from some roots. Turn these off. That is actually everybody working, which is probably not totally ideal. Okay, so we discovered a merchant shipwreck. Pretty familiar. Obviously, search the lower deck is the thing I would love to do. It's going to require more tools than we currently have. Which means, you know, this stuff's got to get done. And right now we have no bars, although we're very close to having bars. That's fine. Additionally, we have other things here. Oh, that smelter is really not useful. So this we would probably just break down. Yep, if only we had people. So that I need a little bit of. You know, we have 9 provisions right now. I'll deactivate that. We can pull those 2 harpies over to this job, because obviously the copper bars from this will be very helpful. This trapper's camp. Can't go anywhere except a place where we already have a trapper's camp. Well, we could refund it, I suppose. Not that one, this one. Yeah. You know what? I'll just deactivate it for now. We'll consider it again later. So, one of y'all can help with this. And as for the rest, we're just waiting. Suppose we can put an extra body on here. Oh, newcomers are waiting. Helpful with bricks and reeds, I guess. Yeah. Really would like to get on this. Destroys a random cornerstone. It would be super cool if we didn't have to deal with that shit. Alright, we'll be at 5 tools pretty soon. Which is not quite enough to run a search of the lower decks. It's really important we make sure we get this done, like, on time. Do we have spare hands? We do. Just gonna go ahead and commit to that. They can start running tools out there now. I think we should have plenty of time. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. Well, that's a lot of trade resources and stuff. We are, you know, occasionally producing reputation here. Mushrooms and eggs, which is like fine. Probably still don't want to chop through there. Move this back here. We can cut through to that one. Let's just continue gathering. Alright, and we continue to produce tools as well because, like, there's a lot of caches and stuff that we could send home. That will help quite a lot. But yeah, overall I'm pretty nervous here about that stuff. And the construction of more tools more quickly is kind of the only way we're going to get anything done. Alright, that's not a super meaningful one. Yep, resolve for everybody's low because hostility is high and we're getting all kinds of negative, terrible effects. That Glade event and still no ability to produce pie, sadly. We've been offered this weaver so many times at this point. I guess the provisioner gets us on the path. Like, we still need to be able to produce flour, right? We've run completely out of copper ore, which I was figuring we'd probably do pretty fast. Alright, so y'all are working, but this can get deactivated for the moment. Yeah, I just don't see how you would ever keep up with the rate of impatience generation. This feels a little bit softly, gently doomed. I don't think we need that running anymore either. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little nervous about this. Oh, we've run out of parts. I can't Stonecutter's Camp. And again, parts are a thing that are mostly gained from orders, although we get them from traders relatively frequently, so I guess that is something we can hope. Oof. All right, well, we've almost got enough tools to go for this, and then we'll have a ton of amber next time we see a trader. And y'all are still producing, right? Yeah, okay. We have a little bit more coming in. We are for sure doing this thing. That'll get finished. We'll get there. Okay, additional active trade route slot. Traders arrive quicker. Urban root production is increased for every biscuit you produced. We're not really doing this. I guess traders arriving more frequently is good for us. But yeah, I gotta say, overall, I do not feel like our cornerstones have been super productive. Alright, let's get a little bit more food income going. We have some trade routes available here. Yeah, this is a terrible trade route. It's very cheap goods, though. And then also we can just sell some routes to the Smoldering City. I think we'll do that. So generate some level of... Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to have enough tools. Y'all have, at this point, run out of copper to work with. So we're not going to end up with more than that. Like, we're not going to be able to clear out anything else. But that's something. This may have just been too much to bite off, given my sort of limited control of the game still. It is a tough race to reputation without orders. Alright. Newcomers. Bearing even more amber. And here comes our new trader. Show me some really cool stuff. Well, you know, 15 tools is actually really cool stuff. That helps. The cookhouse lets us make biscuits, which is not the thing we need. Food production speed by 20% is pretty rad. I think I want to buy all your tools. And then... jerky? Right, harpies like jerky. Yeah, so we can get the harpies and the lizards pushed. Yep, I think that makes sense.
Hello.
Oh, it doesn't keep the stuff on the table. That's annoying. How much does the jerky cost in total? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Should get us some decent resolve. And also the tools necessary to start pulling these other caches and sending them home. Do we still have 12 after that? That's 7. No, I'm going to have 11. Remarkably. Ugh, what a nightmare. Well, then don't cancel. Don't do that. It is more important for this one to get done. That is a whole point. It deducted 7 immediately. Or deducted 10 immediately instead of 12. But okay, yeah, it's working now. We just had to have somebody make a second trip. Okay, so that's cool. We're getting reputation here. Oh, pie, a bakery. Okay, I feel like we gotta take the bakery, right? Bakeries are made out of materials that we don't entirely have. fabric, and we need some planks as well. Yeah, we do not have any of those things right now. Fortunately, what we do have is people. So, okay, those can get done. We're managing okay on food. Alright, this stuff's still going on. I should probably build like a, well, I was gonna say build a warehouse up here, but we can't, can we? Because I'm out of parts. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff I can't do. Alright, well. That being the case, I think we're gonna have to start making the move into more dangerous regions here. Because I need the resource influxes. Let's see here. There's eggs up here. It's a very small amount of eggs up here. Okay, we're getting some impatience pulled down, starting to pull reputation. So, do we actually have the ability to produce jerky right now? We don't. This would gain us that ability. We cannot currently use wine, but the pickled goods and the jerky would both be valuable. The clan hall has some stuff. All camps produce double yield, except woodcutter camps. That's interesting, though. We can produce brawling and religion here. Yeah. Huh. And it's like that versus the tavern or the cellar for the production of foods. Double yield from your camps is really cool. Does anybody else care about religion and brawling? Not really. I mean, obviously the lizards do. No. Okay, so let's take the cellar. Oof, we got a long road ahead of us here. Not even going to be able to put down a cellar right now. But yeah, we can sort of tuck it over here. That'll be fine. So, we are pushing, all of a sudden, really pushing reputation hard. So we have the ability to use a farm to produce grain. We can produce a bunch of other needs. But like things that we don't currently, needs filling goods that we don't currently have the appropriate needs for. But a source of grain would be a really good idea. So we have some fertile land over here. Is it going to cost me? No, there's no parts involved in the farm. Well, at least we're doing well on wood. So we still have one more cache that we can break through right now, but yeah, we're gonna have to punch through into another dangerous glade here. We just need to find more opportunity, you know? Yep. Gonna get a burst of really, really ugly stuff at the beginning of each storm. So once our bakery is together, flour is non-optional. And then we can just use herbs to make both pie and biscuits. And that bonus we picked up at some point was we will get jerky for free while producing pie. So yeah, that should be a good amount of resolve overall. Obviously, we have other problems as well. We need to produce a ton of additional housing. Okay. That should be enough to seat everyone at least. So this is a thing to worry about perhaps in a moment. Okay, we're still producing the goods necessary for that. Mostly what I'm curious about is this. This is the thing that's going to determine a lot about how the next few minutes go here. This herbalist camp could be bumped to... Yeah, mushrooms over here. That seems fine. Really wish we could build more warehouses. Okay, so now that this is up, we need flour. I can do a trade route right now. Yeah, that's absolutely worth doing. Get ourselves this. Farmers have a 75% chance of producing double yields when under the effects of biscuits. That's interesting. For every 20 felled trees, global resolve increases by 3 for 120 seconds. That seems actually really great. Okay. So... right now, the only place we're making flour is from a provisioner. And we don't have a provisioner down yet, so I need to construct one of those, which is gonna take even more of these resources. So even more waiting it is. Yeah, we can produce some packs of provisions while we're here, though. At least that's cool. A small encampment and some Glade stuff. That's cool. I think we probably just welcome new people. We actually don't have the resources to welcome new people. Food has become a problem again. Yeah, we can't do either of these things. Well. Yeah, no, that's a problem. Food levels, bad. So we need to be pulling these vegetables, right? We have 2 forager camps up already. And I guess they're working as hard as they can. You know, this one's just gathering that, though. Here, we'll hop this over here and grab double vegetable vein instead. That's not node. You know what they mean. You know what I mean. They don't usually call them veins in nature. Okay, newcomers are waiting, but I'm not sure we can afford to feed them even if we got them. Alright, so fallen beaver traders and a tavern. Just sitting around. Interesting. They were probably assaulted by fishmen, or worse. The sight causes anxiety amongst the beaver population. And we're going to spawn blood flowers if we don't do something about it. Feels like we want to pay for the funeral, which we can do with resin and amber. We definitely have amber, right? Where's my amber count? Yeah, we're killing it on amber. All right. Let us pay for a funeral. Feels like this ought to be beaver work. But yeah, we can knock that out. We can get a half a point of resolve there. And we still only have 6 tools. I was kind of hoping to come across a smaller cache. This thing... It would be nice to have a tavern. We are not anywhere close to these resources. Ugh. Alright. More amber. I mean... guess we'll take y'all on. Even more shelter has to get produced. We can put this down here. We can build one over here. And over here. That should cover it. A new trader arrived. This might actually be like really important. Gain 4 plant fiber for every 12 vegetables produced. Well, I'll tell you, we're definitely going to just buy a lot of raw food here. Yeah, because I'm not feeling so good about our current food situation. We need to... So I need to leave 8 amber at least for the other, for the funeral thing. But this is a power we are given by the amount of stuff we're sending back to the crown. I can give you something that is small and worthless. How about a single reed? There we go.
Yes.
Okay, that's food. It'll keep us running for a little while. All right, this is... I mean, we're working on it. It'll get built. Don't really know what a blood flower does, but it seems like it's got to be very bad, right? Alright, we're still super good on wood, so yeah, we're producing planks and stuff. It's just a matter of waiting, a matter of patience, which I'm terrible at. Okay, so we put some people to work here producing flour. Then we take that flour and the herbs that we have a billion of, and we produce biscuits and pie. And I think I want to just let them produce both. You know what? I'm going to turn off packs of provisions. Like, just focus on this for right now. Produce so much flour. Okay, so once we've done that, we should be pushing our people way back up on resolve again, which means we'll be getting more reputation, which means, you know, everything else. All of the other good stuff that means. Do we want to help these people out? We can't do that. We already ate all the eggs I bought. Ugh. But first we gotta survive another storm season, huh? Trade routes are available. Let's see what I would actually like to do. You know, this I would like to do. We're not getting a ton of value out of our reeds just sitting here. We don't have a ton of stone to work with either. It makes me like a little nervous to do this. But I guess we need the amber. And I'm not going to send out berries. The berries we need too much. But okay, continuing to run trade routes is going to get us the amber we need to buy food to, you know, back up all of the food failures that we're having here. That definitely needs to be happening. And all of these require parts, right? Yes, there's no constructing new gathering structures. We just have to deal with the ones we have. Okay. Oh, right. I should actually, like, assign... You know, we had to let the flower build up a little bit first. That's all. And now that it has, I think it's okay to turn these on. Receive 3 packs of provisions with every new villager. Woodcutters' camps are really cutting wood. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 completed Glade events. Yo, that's actually really rad. I think we're about to impatience out, though. Yeah, we're like starting to get there a little bit. Actually, this is not even worth moving, is it? We're starting to get there a little bit, but it is too slow. Yeah. Queen is not satisfied with my efforts. You were summoned back to the court and have lost the right to this land. We did still get some rewards, some artifacts and stuff, and that matters, but yeah, that's really tough. With no offers, it is really hard to beat the impatience level. Obviously, I have, you know, some focus issues as well, but I felt like I was doing an okay job, like, really drilling in on our people's extra needs as soon as I could. It's just, stuff's expensive. Alright, so hearth upgrade. We do have enough resources to buy an upgrade here. Do we want hearths? Do we want +1 boost to chance of producing double yields? Or do we just always want to have human houses available? I don't actually think... This doesn't feel super valuable to me. I suppose eventually you can get all of the types. But I might want to save my gears for stuff like this, which I think is actually a lot better. So yeah, I guess for right now, let's let our hearths get to the neighborhood level. And we are, at the moment, just trying to push to level 6 to unlock the other parts of the game. And obviously, it would be cool if I could, like, win at the levels. So, let's talk a little bit about the pacing element of the game. I read this this tutorial thing, but I did do it off camera. So, there is only a certain number of settlements that we're allowed to build before the blight cycle occurs here. We can probably actually pull this up. Where was that? The Blightstorm cycle. Here we go. Every few decades, a cataclysm known as the Blightstorm wipes out the entire world map. The only safe haven is the city. So, the calendar at the bottom of the screen shows how much time is left until the next Blightstorm. The amount of time is based on the number of years you spend in a given town. When the bar at the bottom of the screen fills up, you're no longer able to build new settlements. You can only complete the cycle by pressing the highlighted button. So we're going to get to build one more city, basically, I think, and then it's going to be Blightstorm time. We can interfere with the ancient seals here, and slowly, over time, reforge them. Sorry, we can reforge them. And reforged seals will last through a Blightstorm cycle, it seems like. Yeah, and that's important. That's an important thing to do. So ideally you want to be building out toward the edges to find the places where the seals are. And you want to be doing so relatively time efficiently because the number of turns you spend in a city does matter because you only get so many years before you have to go back to the city and start over. So we'll hold on to our level up progress and our unlocked upgrades, but we're going to lose all of this actual like geographical progress. It might be worth really focusing on just trying to get to a seal next time. Because obviously we're not, geez, wow, the map is really large. I did not realize how far, okay. There's a lot of stuff here to worry about. My point is, we're definitely not getting a seal on this cycle. So honestly, not sure what I do want to do. I guess all we can really do is go somewhere where we're going to get okay rewards. It might even be worth, like, doing a coral forest again. Even though we probably would lose it just to get more artifacts. I don't know. It's something to consider. I think that's where we're going to call this episode, though, for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are probably doing our final little bit of resource gathering before the first Blightstorm of our experience. And we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to think about it. So come back next time to see what I've decided, and we'll see you then.